I was introduced by a friend of mine in Washington. Her name is Susie, and we've known each other for a long time. And we just we connect off and on periodically. And so anyway, she gave me a call one day, and she was telling me about LifeWave, and I said, so I'm very into health and wellness anyway, and so I wanted to know more about what she was talking about. And I had heard of LifeWave many years ago, but I just never paid attention to it. So I put it aside. And she said that she used to have this knee pain for years, and I knew that. And she said in 2 weeks after using the patch, that her knee pain went away. Well, what it did for me is it brought up the fact that I've been looking for something for my husband primarily because he's been going through all kinds of different things. And I'm a health nut too, so I kind of like trying different things as well. So she sent us a few patches down, and in the meantime, I was all over the internet listening to testimonials and learning about it, and I was getting more and more excited about it. So when the patches came, we both put our patches on, and the next day is when I really felt a lot more energy. Before I started using the patches, my energy level during the day was, from mid high to really low by the mid afternoon. I was just really tired, and I'm a pretty high energy person, but I was just finding myself just going down and going lower during the day, and it was just driving me crazy. And so what I found using the patch, the X39, is my energy level. The next day I said, my gosh, I can really feel the energy already. And then, so I've been using the patches now for 6 months. And my husband says, what are you taking? So I'm running around and doing this and doing that. And not saying I don't have my bad days, but I'm a lot better. And also, it's in the morning now when I wake up, I'm feeling like I'm awake, rather than before it was like I was up, but I felt like, gosh, I need some energy, something or another, to pick me up during the day. The other thing before the patches was that I was feeling just mental fog. Sometimes I'd have a hard time coming up with the correct word that I want to say. And I've noticed a big change in that. My focus is better. My clarity is better. I can think better. And also, I got some new hair growing, which is good. And let's see what else was there. There was one other thing that I had, and I forgot to mention that to you, Suzanne, was that about 2 months into wearing the patches, I developed a little bump on my heel of my foot. It was under the skin, but it was sore when I walked on it. So at that time, I was using the Eon and the X39. So what I was doing each day is I was switching. One day I'd use the Eon, one day I'd use the X39 on it. And within two weeks, that bump has been totally gone. It's totally gone. You can't feel anything there. So that was pretty exciting.
I noticed that when we were talking and you were mentioning your clarity of mind, how much that has made such a difference for you.
Well, I'd have a hard time sitting down and focusing on one thing for a long period of time. My brain just wanted to run around all over the place. And that's not normal for me. And so and I'm still, sometimes I still have that situation, but it's my clarity. I can think better. I think clearer. I think it's because I'm getting better sleep. And during the day, I'm not as tired. So I'm not, kind of dragging. So I think all of that is going together. And the other thing, I just had my eyes checked, and my eyes have not changed in 2 years. So that was good.
As you've shared it with others, you've watched experiences happen in their lives as well. One special person. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my husband, he has been through a lot of challenges in the last year and a half, actually last 5 years, but the last year and a half, he just lots of things just hit him. And he just had extreme fatigue. He had severe pain in his back, right in the middle of his back, and those muscles. It was just so tense. He just tense all over. His neck was tense. His lower back was tense. And that was the primary reason why I wanted to get these patches. I thought, my gosh, if I can help him get rid of this pain, because it was like he couldn't even go walking, go out very
Mhm.
much for a long period of time because he was always just, his hand back here, he's hurting. And so started with the X39, and then I got the Eon. I ordered my patches almost immediately and got the Eon with it. And so sometimes I put 2 on each side, and just, it really helped relax that. It took a little while. When we took it off the next day, it still kind of hurt, a little bit. But right now, so we've been using the product for about 6 months. And also what I did in between there is I ordered the Ice Wave product and I used that. And I'd say in the last 3-4 weeks, he's had hardly any pain in his back, basically managing it with the X39 and the Eon. And right
That's so
now,
good.
yeah, and he had some heart challenges in December, and he could hardly sleep. His heart was beating really bad and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, we got that taken care of, but he still could not sleep throughout the night. And I heard David talking about using the Eon patch for sleeping at night. And I thought, okay, let's try that. So I just put it on the back of his neck, and I did it too. That night we both slept. We didn't wake up at all. We both woke up and said, "Oh my gosh," he just looks forward to that patch every night, and it's really been helping all the time. It's ever since. It's only been 5 days, and so this has been really exciting. His mental clarity and focus is better. He's got more energy throughout the day, and it's been a big, big, big lifesaver. And he's a long ways to go. We both, I feel like I still do. I'm older, so we just want to try to keep healing ourselves internally. And so we're just lifers on this for sure. I had a friend, Debbie. Debbie was, she was one that we were dealing with pain in her hip and her thigh primarily was the pain situation we were trying to take care of. She used the Eon, and then she also had the Ice Wave, and she was putting the Ice Wave on her knee, and she said the pain just kept on moving around. And so I talked to you, Suzanne, and what we did is we got the Ice Wave on the bottom of her feet and up here on her shoulders. And she said the pain just subsided and to a manageable, and even it's getting really, lower all the time. So that's been really exciting too. And she's working on other things too.